Welcome to Unit 6, Day 7. We've got a super short video today, just kind of an extra practice where you have me talking along to make sure you know exactly how it's working out. So all you have to do for this problem is describe the transformation that happened. Basically, you've got to identify what type is happening. So I usually go through a checklist, kind of just real quick, easy things to see. First, easiest thing for me to see is a translation. This is not a translation because if I picture this triangle as an arrow, like it's kind of what I do. I picture like, oh, it's pointing that way, and that's pointing that way. They're not pointing in the same direction, so it's not going to be a translation. So it's either a rotation or a reflection. All right. Well, if it was a reflection, this doesn't really work out very well because B is kind of pointing up, and now it's kind of pointing to the right. A is kind of pointing up, but it's now pointing to the left. C is pointing roughly down still, so like it's not a consistent thing. So it's not going to be a reflection. That means it's going to be a rotation. So describe the rotation or transformation that happened. I'm going to say this is a rotation. And now I need to figure out how many degrees. Well, since we don't have our tracing paper, this is where that piece of paper off on the side is going to come in handy. A is at the point 3, -7. B is at the point 6, -4, and C is at the point 9, -9. I'm going to identify these points as well. This is at -7, -3. B prime is at -4, -6. And C prime is going to be at -9, -9. So what I'm going to do, if I had this off on the side, I would write these 3 points down. You don't need to draw it in this picture. If you did, awesome. If not a big deal. And I'm going to grab my iPad and turn it until it looks like these points are at those points. So I have my iPad in both hands, left hand on the left, right hand on the right. I have my iPad turned the long direction. And I know that I need to get it into the bottom left quadrant. So like if I put my right hand up, turned it that way, my ABC is in the top right. I don't want that, so that's not the right direction. If I go with my left hand up, okay, then ABC is in the bottom left quadrant, which is what this thing is in the real picture. So that's probably a good sign. I want to verify my points. So if I'm looking at this, like I'm pretending this is my x-axis and this is my y-axis, because I have my screen turned sideways, A would have been left 7, down 3, which is what we wrote on our piece of paper. B is left 4, down 6, which is what we wrote on the piece of paper. And C is left 9, down 9, which is what we wrote. So this is a rotation. We've got two options, right? So we could say rotation either 90 degrees or 270 degrees, but it makes a difference which one you put with which thing. So if I'm going left hand up, that's 90 degrees clockwise. Or we could say 270 degrees counterclockwise. If you tried to do that, you'd have right hand up and then right hand over, so your right hand is on the left. And I physically can't turn anymore, but you have to go another 90-degree rotation, and that would be kind of obnoxious. So it's a 90-degree rotation clockwise, and then I need to say about a point. So I'm going to say about the origin. Okay, because we're basically doing everything about the origin. Okay, I would give you some heads up if that was not the case. So that's the only thing for notes today. Go ahead and start work on your homework. Make sure that you write down questions as you get them, and then remember to actually ask them. Hope everybody has a great day.